Hey, what's up guys? It's James. And guess what? I think we're all kind of in for a little bit of a treat here. Not only is this going to be my first ever gear review, but this is going to kill multiple birds with one stone, which I find to be extremely fantastic. So anyway, without further ado, today I will be reviewing, and what a wonderful place to start I might add, the Fender Richie Kotzen signature model Telecaster, which, if I do say so myself, so far is a spectacular looking instrument. I'll go ahead and just kind of let you take a look at it here real quick before I start getting into some of the tones. And I'm also going to spec it out. I'll make sure that I read the specifications off so I don't miss anything. But as you can see, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. I'm usually not one who professes to gold hardware, but whew, I gotta say, it's working on this. I'm digging this too. Comfort Contour. That's something that's usually not offered on too many Fender Telecasters. It's usually blocked off, solid, like it is from the front, all the way, flat, across the back. Makes it a lot more comfortable. There's another one here in the back, easier access to the top frets. You see Richie's signature there on the end of the headstock. And I have to add, and I have to go on record as to say that Richie Kotzen is one of my biggest influences, not only as a vocalist, but as a guitarist also. It's ironic that he's known for being just as good of a singer now as he is a guitarist, considering he started his career essentially as a shred guitar player in the late 90s with his all-instrumental offerings on the Shrapnel label, which was, of course, to those in the know, was started by Mike Varney, and it was a bunch of albums that were produced in California that featured some of the best shred guitar players in the world, including Jason Becker, Greg Howe, Marty Friedman, Richie Kotzen, Tony McAlpine. I can go on for days, but that's just a whole completely different video. Let's get into some of the specifications on this here. We'll go ahead and turn this down a little bit. Okay. So first off, this is a solid body Telecaster. It's not chambered. It is pretty heavy, I must add. It is pretty heavy. The neck also, I have to just point out almost directly that it's very, very thick. It's very stout. It's not the same kind of profile that you get with typical Stratocasters from Fender. It's a C profile. It's 12-inch radius. Seems to be, it's not compound, it seems to be all the way across the neck. Very slick, very smooth, very stout, very sturdy and stable feeling. You can definitely tell that Richie's got huge hands, because it's definitely pretty crazy. Very, you can hear how resonant it is even without me plugging it in yet. I do have it plugged in. I'm going to be showing you what this thing can do, not only through a tube amplifier. I'm going to run this through a Blackstar HD Stage 60, which is also pushing an EVH 5150 2x12 cabinet. So I've got two separate sets of Celestion speakers that are going to be pushing the tone through the tube amp. I'm going to run it through clean, I'll run it through overdrive, and I'll run it through tear the universe in half overdrive, so you guys can get a good idea as to what its sonic capabilities are. I'm going to go ahead and show you, of course, all the different positions. With this, another unique feature that I found with this guitar is that when you go to the middle position, this right here, which would probably typically be a tone knob, is not a tone knob at all. and it's more of a series parallel switch that when you're in the middle position you can get your standard tele twang and whatnot, and then when you click this, yes, that's a click, it gives sort of a more of an aggressive mid presence and more of a kind of a mid boost, and we all know when Richie gets mid boosty it gets crazy. But anyway, I'll go ahead and read the rest of the specifications off before I get into the tonal properties of it, and that way I'll try not to be too boring, and I'll try to run through them as quick as possible. So what have we got? It is obviously a 6-string. It is a Swamp Ash body on the back. And that's a quilted flame maple, well not quilted, it's a flame maple top for this. Very cool, interesting, tone wood combination. Richie himself will tell you that all of the guitars that he's played in the past, to his ear, he seems to think that that's the best wood combination, so that's why he went with this. I also must add that these are made in Japan, and he uses these same guitars that you would buy direct from them. Of course, he does a couple of slight modifications, as we all usually do with things, and I'm sure you can find YouTube videos on there of him discussing all that, but we'll go through the rest of the specs. It is got a urethane body finish. Let's see, it's a maple bolt-on neck. We've got the large C profile neck. As I mentioned before, it is a 12-inch radius. Very cool dot inlays, which are abalone, and they kind of glisten and shimmer when you hit certain light and everything. It looks very sleek, very sexy, if I don't say so myself. It is 22 frets. It is a 25.5-inch scale guitar. The neck width, it looks like we got a 1.65 at the nut. We have a synthetic bone nut. It is strings through, 6 individual saddles, and we got Goto. These are sealed tuners. Obvious gold finish. Looking pretty blingy, looking pretty awesome. Got 2 pickups, your normal traditional Telecaster type of configuration, but these are DiMarzios. And let's see, this is the Chopper T in the bridge position, and in the neck position we have what they refer to as the Twang King, which is probably a little bit more along the lines of your traditional stock Fender pickups for more of their high-end models, but possibly a little bit more boosty, a little bit more MIDI. You know how Richie likes it. But anyway, that kind of does it through the specs. I'm going to go ahead and hit the standby on the old tube amp over here, and we'll kind of run you through some of the sounds and give you an idea of what this baby sounds like. And then after I'm done with that, I'm going to plug it into my Yamaha THR-10X over here and run you through a couple of tones on it so you can see what it would be like in a scenario of a non-tube amplifier, or what you would probably run direct into, say, like a Cubase or that sort of recording program, so you get an idea of what kind of direct recording sound you would be able to get to. Hopefully I'll be able to cover all the bases, so please bear with me, guys. So let me go ahead and hit standby on the old B-Star. We'll go clean channel first in the bridge position. Go to mid. boost thing that I was talking about with the mid position. See how we now. Cool. Alright, so let's move on to a little bit of overdrive. Throw some dirt on here. And we'll give you what we got in the bridge. How about that decay for a telly? Woo, let's go to the neck here. Pretty awesome, I'm telling you right now. So let's go ahead and see if this puppy can handle some metal. Pretty nasty for a telly, so let's see if we can get here and go to the neck position. yeah, that's what it sounds like through a tube amp. I'm going to go ahead and hit standby and we'll run it through the old Yamaha here and get you some really crazy tones out of it. This. Crazy. Alright, we'll pull the editor up here first. We'll just go ahead and throw some schmutz on here. So this is going through Yamaha THRX. Got it schmutzed out with some delay and some effects. That EVH brown sound everybody wants. That's right there in that box. We'll go up to the mid here with that sound. Guys, I'm in love. So, needless to say, if you're looking for, I guess in my opinion, I would probably have to say that this is in the top 3 best Fender Telecasters that I've ever played. Be it custom shop, production model, it doesn't matter. And from any other brand I might add also that have T-type style guitars. This is it, man. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a big Richie Kotzen fan. I mean, I'm just saying that even if I got this guitar and it was from somebody who was Fred Smith that I don't even know who was, I would be like, wow, that's an awesome guitar. So, anyway, I hope I didn't bore you. I try to give you as much of an idea of how this thing is capable of and how it looks and all that stuff as possible. Please bear in mind this is my first one of these reviews and there will be many more to come. I'm just going to have to find my groove, but I really appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. Thank you. Thanks for subscribing, watching all the videos. Love all you guys. Thank you for giving me a platform and an avenue to express myself. And yeah, much more of this stuff to come here. And thanks again, and I'll see you guys later.